we are live. Welcome again to the Fit Family Lifestyle Podcast. I'm here with my lovely, beautiful, fit, talented wife, Anna Maria, and our special guest, who I'll introduce in just a few minutes here. A couple announcements before we get started. We're live from the secret bunker deep in the New Mexico desert with my man Austin from Player One Productions. If you caught any of that intro video, that's just the tip of the iceberg of some of the stuff that this guy can do. He's got drones, he's got cameras, he's got all kinds of stuff. So if you're looking to film a commercial, if you're looking to create some content, if you're looking for a photo shoot, looking for good photography, hit up my man Austin at Player One Productions. There's a link in the description, and he'll get you set. Always want to talk about EPN Supplements because we are EPN sponsored athletes, and last time I was talking about the which one's this? The cookies and cream. It's delicious, but just want to remind everybody you can get 10% off with the link in the description. You don't need a special code or anything. Just hit that link, 10% off your whole order. Excuse me. Last, just wanted to really quick talk about a client that I was thinking about. Beginning of February, I had someone reach out to me, and it was they had seen a reel or a post that I did, and it was actually of her working out and just working out in the living room, doing what she does, and the caption was something along the lines of, you know, mom of 5, you know, did it, got fit, doing just this in her living room, or something along those lines. And this woman hit me up and was asking, you know, the typical things I usually get asked, like, hey, how can I lose some of this belly fat? And so I said, well, go ahead and book a call with me. We'll see what's going on. I'll get you set. And so initially the kind of drive for that call was, well, I miss fitting in my old jeans that I don't fit in anymore, and I miss being able to, you know, feel confident in a swimsuit. But then digging deeper, come to find out that kind of the real why, the real motivator behind, you know, reaching out and wanting to lose weight is she actually lost some family members to things like diabetes and heart disease. And, you know, she's a mom of 3, and she really, you know, when she kind of dug deep too, realized this is why I really want to do this. This is why I need help, because I want to be around for these kids. I want to be able to keep up with them. I want to be able to enjoy my grandchildren and be alive long enough to do those things. So we got her set up with a program, got her in a calorie deficit, got started with weekly coaching sessions, and it's been just over a month, and she's already down 10 pounds and rocking it. So if that's you, or if you resonate with that, if you're looking for someone to help you get on the right track and start your fitness journey, or maybe you've been on a fitness journey but you're frustrated because there's a weight loss roller coaster where you do some crash diet, you lose a bunch of weight, and then Christmas comes and you gain it all back, or you go on vacation, and if you're tired of that up and down yo-yo diet life and you're ready to make a long-lasting, sustainable change, click the link in my bio or hit the link in the description on my Stan store, book a call with me, and we'll get you set up. And so without further ado, I want to introduce our special guest. So we're going to go ahead and play a video. Check. All right, welcome, Desiree. So let's start off with the important questions that everybody wants to know. Um, where did Duke City Mermaid come from?
Um, when I first started coloring my hair, this girl at my work started calling me Mermaid. I was the mermaid, and so it just kind of came to me
And it
one
just
day,
stuck, huh?
and I changed my Instagram name to it, and yeah,
Just
stuck
from
ever
there.
since then. So I've had for about 5 or 6 years.
Nice. And then you got just like that, you have your own personal brand.
Uh,
Nice. Love it. So in 2021, would you say that's when you got to kind of your heaviest point where, when we saw that picture, it was 225?
yes, COVID. The gyms were closed. I did buy an exercise bike, never used it.
Never used it.
Nope.
Yeah. I wonder how many people have done that exact same thing, like bought an exercise bike or what was the thing that Chuck Norris was promoting for those years? The total gym.
Mm.
And because if Chuck Norris uses it, obviously it's got to be the best, right? So at that point, you got to your heaviest. Was there a moment? I call it the drawing the line in the sand moment, where you hit a point and something happens, or someone says something, or you see yourself in the mirror. There's just that moment where you go, enough is enough. I need to make a change. What was that moment for you?
It was probably when I met someone and he was super into fitness, and me, I was like, I'm at 225. I'm good. I'm gonna stay
You're
there.
like, I'm into fitness too. I'm into fitness pizza in my mouth.
Because I was like, okay, I'm starting on Monday. Every Monday, I'm like, okay, restart. I started again on Monday, and I finally started on a Monday. It was July. It was right after 4th of July because
Okay.
I was gonna do an Herbalife challenge. That's what got me started. I was like, oh, let's try this. I never ended up doing that, finishing the challenge, but I still stuck to it. Always started seeing progress. Um, and then one day I was like, well, because I've always wanted to be in fitness. Well, I always wanted to be a personal trainer. I just never lost the baby weight. And my son's going to be 18, so I've had 18 years of trial and error.
Wow. Okay.
So then I kept sticking to it. We had our cheat days, so I wasn't like giving up everything. And then at the beginning of last year, 2022, I was like, well, how about doing a fitness competition? So I got information on that. And then I kind of forgot about that. And then I was still working out, seeing the progress. And then I would say August, I hit up this girl on my Facebook that does fitness competitions and asked her about it. She told me everything. She said November would be a good starting point. So I started training with her in November, as well as the person had my personal trainer. And I just stuck to it. That competition training was intense, and
But we'll get into that in a little bit. So back up to the 18 years prior. So during all that time, having the baby, you just have the one kid.
I
Right?
have two.
You have two.
Yeah.
So during that time, were there things that you tried off and on? And what were some things that?
I mean, I'm a sucker for gadgets. I'm a sucker for infomercials. I tried all that stuff. NutriShop would have, try this, try that. So I go spend $200 on this. But what I've learned is it's about the people you hang out with. So, the people I hung out with, they supported me, but then at the same time, oh, it's just one day, Then you find yourself drinking with them, and so I had to get away from all that.
Right.
To kind of stay on the right track, because I was drinking. I wasn't drinking a lot, like I wasn't an alcoholic or anything, but
Right.
it's going on the weekends. I wasn't getting drunk, but I was drinking. But then drinking leads to eating all that bar food. And
Yeah. So you had things that you were doing and things that you were trying, but then you were
Yeah.
hanging out with people that were kind of like, just one night
Yeah.
won't kill you.
I was like, well, I went to the gym today, so I can eat this.
Right.
But that was the root of my problem. I was working out, but I wasn't eating good.
Okay. And then what kind of got you to the point where you kind of changed? I know that you said moving away from a certain crowd that kind of wasn't in line with what your goals were, but what kind of shifted you to changing some of the eating habits?
The person that I was seeing did not miss a gym workout. No matter what, he would not miss his gym workout. So, and then his healthy eating too, just kind of, it was an everyday thing now. So it's like, well, I gotta eat, eat good too. I can't be eating crappy food and whatnot.
Right.
So that influenced me a lot.
So chicken and rice and broccoli for every meal for 2.5 years.
No, but it was more healthy meals than I was eating it, because I used to eat pasta all the time.
Okay.
No, I didn't eat a whole lot of vegetables. It was, ramen, because it was quick and easy, so I'd eat that a lot, I did the cheap grocery shopping, because it's I've learned it's expensive to eat healthy, and with me and 2 kids
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So,
Awesome.
How has it affected your kids?
um,
Weight-wise, but also emotionally and
Um,
like.
proud of their mom. Yeah, my son lives in Arizona, so he sees me through Instagram.
Yeah,
And then my daughter, she's here, she sees me. She was at my competition.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So the competition you did, you got down from 225 all the way to
I was
145
145. Yeah.
in competition. And so, talk a little bit about what this competition is. Obviously, it's like bodybuilding, fitness competition.
Yeah.
but-
So I did the wellness category, so it focuses more on your lower body, than your upper body.
Okay.
So it has to do with like the different ways you pose and whatnot. So I had cause like a lot of my muscles, like right here in my quads, like where a lot of my muscle is in my
Okay.
quads. So I decided to do the wellness category. It was definitely intense going there because a lot, most of these girls were in the bikini category. So you're walking into this with all these gorgeous looking girls with like no like stretch marks, no nothing. And me, I still walked on stage like I still have like I have a lot of extra skin, so I still have the extra skin and whatnot. But I'm glad I did it. Like I wasn't there to win. I didn't want to win. I just wanted to prove myself that I could do it.
Right.
So like when I did the wellness 35 plus, it was only me and one other girl. So I came in second place, which I was fine with. The other one was the wellness open, which is people who go for their pro card. And I was not going for my pro card, but they actually needed an extra person because you have to have 5 people in the category, so they couldn't do it
Okay.
before. So they put me for free in that category.
Cool.
And I came in 5th, which still didn't bother me at all. Like I just wanted to prove that I can get to that far. Next year, though, however, I'll be in it to win it.
Nice. So
Yeah.
what are you looking to do next year? What's the
I'll still probably do the same categories. Well, yeah, I'll probably still do the wellness. Well, I guess it really depends on what my body looks like then after a year of really getting jacked up.
Okay. And so do they do it by weight class?
No. If there's too many, like there was a bunch of girls in the bikini category, so I think they do it by like they split it up into different groups. I'm not sure exactly. I think they might do it by height, but they don't do it by weight at all. So I'm not really too sure exactly how they do that. But like the wellness, a lot of people didn't do wellness. Like the bikini category was full of, I think they had to break it into 4 separate things.
Okay.
4 groups. There we go. 4 groups of girls had to go on stage because there was too
Yeah.
many for them to all go on stage at once.
And so on stage, is it just like any other fitness competition? You go up and you flex and you pose.
So when you're up there with the group, you go up and they tell you, turn, I forget what they call it, half turn right. So there's certain poses you have to do
Right.
to like flex, and then you can opt out of it or you can do your own individual routine. So I walked out for a minute. So I'll give my choice. I walked out and I just did random poses.
Cool. What poses would you do?
I have no idea, but my lower body is not my forte, so I wouldn't be in the same category.
Yeah.
But I also, haven't been working to get jacked.
Yeah.
Like, I've just been working to
Be lean.
and I'm in the best shape of my life.
Mhm.
And we all graduated together.
Yep.
And we're all
crazy.
in way better shape than ever.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
I was 125 pounds in high school, and I thought I was
Me
fat.
too.
And I'm probably still smaller than I was in high school now. Well, because I have
Yes,
muscle
you
now.
have muscle now, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was 112 and I'm 108. So, I mean, it's 4 pounds, but I have muscle too.
Yeah.
So it's less than that.
Yeah.
So how long was the process between when you decided, okay, I'm going to try this, I'm going to train for this competition, and then actually doing it? Approximately how long of it?
16 weeks.
16
So I started on November 7th and I completed on March 5th.
Okay. And so were there days where it was more challenging than not, or that you wanted to give up? Or
Oh, yeah. Because I was like, oh my God, I want to eat this. I want to eat that. Because, like, because she had to take away certain meals. Well, not really meals, just certain stuff. Like, I don't know if you ever had the Fairlife milk. Because there's a lot less, like, carbs and calories in it.
Mm-mm.
It's amazing, the chocolate milk. I had to take that away and use, skim milk or almond milk with my protein shakes.
That's
Wasn't
right.
the same. But that's why I like the Ghost Hot Cocoa, because it actually, you can mix it with water and it heat it up, tastes
Right.
like hot chocolate.
Mhm.
So I was able to do that without worrying about those extra calories.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a good tip.
Yeah. So and the
Where do you get it? Anywhere?
only GNC has the hot cocoa one. Like all vitamin shop has like the other flavors.
But if you get EPN protein, you get 10% off right here. Right.
I'm gonna have to try it.
Yeah, you really do that. So I was in a huge calorie deficit. Was it last night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I had 2/3 of a cup of cookies and cream ice cream with a scoop of this and half a cup of almond milk. And oh my gosh, it was delicious.
That's the milkshake of your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
It's good
it's
stuff.
delicious. And of course, you can do it without the ice cream, and it's just as good. It's just not as thick,
Right.
unless you put ice in it.
Well,
and
we were
then-
trying to get some calories in you because you're like, I'm going to end up going to bed on a
I had
800
like
calorie deficit.
no, it was like a 1,300 calorie deficit.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't eaten. I hadn't had time to eat yesterday. I guess,
Right.
So, and then
Protein
dinner
shake for
was
the rest of
so healthy that it was like.
And that's what's
200
hard about
calories.
training is you don't have time for dinner, but you don't have a choice. Like I'll be out DoorDash, and I'm like, I gotta go home because I can't just stop and get fast food. Like I have to eat this, this, and this.
Right, so
Mhm.
you had to be really disciplined and regimented
Yeah.
on not only the meals you ate, but the training you did. And
Yes.
so, talk
Did
about
you
that a
meal
little bit.
Sometimes I kind of just think day by day, because I was DoorDashing a lot at night, so I'm like, well, meal prep. Do I go DoorDash? Do I meal prep?
So what were some typical meals that you would need to eat? Because I imagine you needed to get certain macros in. You probably needed the right amount of protein. You probably needed, limited carbohydrates.
So most of my breakfast for the mornings was just plain oatmeal with a scoop of my protein powder in it for
Okay.
breakfast. And then I'd have lunch, which was either like tuna, chicken, or shrimp with jasmine rice and 2 cups of vegetables. I'd have a pre-workout snack of, it would change. So the last one I had was, gosh, what did I have? Like a rice cake with peanut butter on it. And then when I come home from the gym, I'd have my protein shake. And then for dinner, it was, beef chicken with 2 cups of vegetables. So my carbs were just in the morning and my lunch.
Right,
Until the last few weeks when carbs were only in the morning.
right.
That sucked.
I believe it. And then I imagine right before the competition, you did a complete fast. to
It
cut
was
weight.
almost not too bad because I still had my carbs in the morning, but it was a lot of vegetables. It was nothing but fish and vegetables, and I had chicken sometimes, but it was mostly fish. And the tilapia, I don't think I can ever eat tilapia again.
You're sick of it?
yeah.
Just too much of it?
The cod I can still eat. The cod wasn't too bad, but yeah, those last few weeks it was nothing but that. And then all the water I had to drink. And then the last week, it was more carbs, but like my water kept getting less and less. Like the day before the show, it was like 25 ounces of water. And that was it. The day of the show, it was 5 to 8 ounces. And I'm like, water, I need water, I need water. But as soon as I stepped off that stage, I
Oh, yeah.
entire cookie crumble.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the box of 4?
Yeah, but I only ate one.
Oh, yeah. Those things are huge.
There's
They're
no
good,
good.
Jack.
And I just like the sugar cookie one, the pink sugar cookie one.
Oh, that's good.
I ate it. And then my daughter got me one too, so I ate it for breakfast the next day.
Perfect. Yeah, I remember cutting weight for a jiu-jitsu tournament that I went to Vegas for, and I was worried that I wasn't going to make weight. So as I'm driving to Vegas, it's the middle of summer, I'm wearing full sweatsuit. I hadn't eaten for like 18 hours before the drive. And so like I have the heater cranked up, I'm sweating, I have a cup that I'm spitting in, and it's gross, but I made weight, and then I was like, take me to In-N-Out now. As soon as I weighed in, I was like, I'm going to eat the whole store. But speaking of that, after the competition, and because when was the competition?
On March 5th.
On March 5th.
Like a
So
week and a half ago, I
it's
think.
been like about
Almost 2 weeks.
10 days, almost
Yeah.
2 weeks. What habits have you kept up with?
Well, I had to do a reverse diet now. The way I guess I didn't make my body go into shock. Or I guess you can have some sort of, weird effects if you don't ease into it.
Okay.
So I'm still following, pretty much the same diet. Like my breakfast is protein and oatmeal.
So you can't just go like banana sandwich
No,
after that.
I mean, I
and be
did
like,
that
I'm gonna
day.
go eat pizza and burgers and whatever I want, and like it could.
Yeah, the first couple of days I did, but I'm still keeping it up because I refuse to let myself. And there's a competition in July that I'm still debating on. It's 20 weeks out. I'm going to decide on 16 weeks out if I want to do it or not. Because that 16 weeks is rough. And my son graduates in May, so I got to go to Arizona. And I'm like, ooh, Arizona's got some good places to eat.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
That's true.
So you talked about the challenges with food and nutrition and those things, and obviously training for a competition is, I mean, you hold yourself to a different standard than somebody does just kind of normally
Yeah.
eating. What about the training? What was your physical training?
Like your routine.
Your routine?
Well, for a while it was mostly just 6 to 7 days a week. And then I got to the point where it was 7 days a week. Like I could not, I didn't want to miss a gym session. So one day would be chest and abs. And it was I started off at 30 minutes of cardio, and then she had me up to an hour and a half of cardio.
Every day, or
6 days a week. The cardio. Well, I guess the last few weeks, the last couple of weeks, maybe it wasn't an hour and a half. It was 90 minutes.
okay,
75 minutes, not 90 minutes.
That-
So an
okay.
hour and 15 minutes of cardio. Leg day twice a week. There was, shoulders, and then arm day. Every day but leg day had abs in it.
Okay.
And I had someone help, train me because I didn't have a clue what to do.
Okay. So what was your least favorite muscle group to
Oh,
work
leg
with?
day. Arm day is my favorite. Leg day is my least favorite.
Yeah.
Not really anymore, though. I'm like, okay, let's get his legs up. I can squat more now.
Right.
Yeah, I was talking to Desiree earlier about how I have my kids come in and greet me, and they all do something different. They spin around, or they jump up and down, or they high five me.
And
or
you have to
tweet,
mimic them.
and
You
I have to
what
do
they
it back to them, right? So lately, I've had a whole lot of people do push-ups that I have to do.
Because they know you'll get down and crank them out too.
Well, they don't know that, but they, it's funny. I trick them because they think that I'm not going to do it, and then I do it. But yesterday it was squats, and I ended up doing 50, and my quads are killing me today. Yeah, but I got my full workout done at work yesterday with all the pole dancing that I did, and then all those squats, and good handful of push-ups too. So
yeah. So what did they have you do for cardio?
It was either the Stairmaster or the treadmill,
Okay.
because the Stairmaster was not my friend. But I also have allergy-induced asthma, so walking on the Stairmaster for so long sometimes just wins me. And I'm just like, oh,
So you have allergy-induced asthma.
Asthma.
So you have
Just-
like a rescue inhaler.
yeah. Like I don't really need it, but it's there if I do, because I've learned how to control my breathing and stuff. But that Stairmaster sometimes you just start going with the pace of the music, and I'm like, okay, slow down,
yeah.
Were there ever days where you got up and you were just, I don't want to do it today?
In the beginning probably, but once I started the competition training, there was no,
You
wasn't
were
an option
super
at all.
motivated. You were
Yeah.
pumped to do it.
Yeah, because I kept telling everyone about it, so I'm like, there's no backing out now. I'm doing it.
yeah,
Everyone
so
I've already kept telling people I'm gonna do this. I'm just like, I'm gonna do it. Stick to it.
And then so if it's because you kind of built that up for yourself,
Mhm.
then you probably would feel like you're letting yourself down.
Yeah.
You didn't go. You're like, oh man, I was
Yeah.
talking all this game, and now I'm
Yeah.
laying in bed instead of I should be at the gym.
Yeah. See, when I always did my workouts at night, because I'm just not I worked at 6 a.m. anyway, so if I wanted to go to the gym, which I did.
Nice.
The last week I went to the gym, I think 3 days early in the morning to get extra cardio in,
Okay.
and that was rough because it's cold.
Oh, yeah.
Casey gets up at 4:30 in the morning, 4 days a week, and goes to the gym. But I'm a homebody when it comes to that. I don't want to I'll go to the gym with him, but I don't want to go by myself.
Mhm.
So I work out at home, and we have weights and such. But I do a whole lot of HIIT workouts, and then kickboxing
Yeah.
with Casey.
I can't do it at home. I just can't. I feel like I don't work as hard as I am at the gym. And I've been wanting to try that Hot Works too. I don't know if you guys have seen that Hot Works.
Mhm.
It's like hot yoga, but it's not hot yoga. You do it in a sauna room, but the instructors are, because they're 24/7. The instructors, I guess, it's not a TV screen, so
Okay.
only so many people can fit in a room. But you're doing cardio or a butt workout in a sauna. It looks pretty cool. So I want to try that.
That sounds sweaty and
Yeah.
miserable.
I hate saunas, actually.
Do you?
I have a hard time breathing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're not yoga, but
I remember doing the sauna when I was cutting weight for a competition, and I would go in there and I would do crunches or shadow box, and people would give me dirty looks. But I'm like, listen, this is how it's getting done.
yeah.
You don't understand.
So I mean, pretty huge transformation. Actually, let me send a picture that I want Austin to put up. It was in the video, but just have a still picture up there because it's a pretty dramatic change. I think we'll do this one. Hopefully, it lets me send it to myself this time. It should. If not, you're gonna do it.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Okay. You want to throw that one up there, just in the middle, Austin?
He sent it to himself.
Um, yeah, it says it has. Oh man, did I
Did
send
you send
it?
it to
I sent
me?
it to you. Let's try this again.
I didn't get anything. See, it's
Casey's phone's broken.
something. My goodness,
Anyway,
you're expensive.
Right?
big and life.
So, anyways, there it went through now. Pretty dramatic change there. I mean, pretty huge. Talk a little bit about what are some things that are different now that you not only lost the weight, but you just have more, fitness mindset. You have a lifestyle now that's conducive to, you've got these results, and I remember feeling that way of, after I broke my leg and gained all that weight, and then when we got fit again, I remember even talking with her, like, I don't want to go back to, I don't ever want to be that heavy again. I don't ever want to be that out of shape. I don't ever want to feel like winded walking upstairs to tuck my kids into bed. I want to maintain this, and I've done that. And so what's different for you now?
Well, I definitely don't have as much lower back pain as I used to. My
Okay.
lower back used to hurt all the time. I feel more comfortable in clothes like now when you can see, like, I never wear, crop tops ever. And if I did, I had a long tank top covering all the way down to my thighs.
And I still will cover the bottom of my belly because I have some skin too.
And now you can rock a crop top.
But yeah, I'm more confident now.
Yeah.
Like you to rock. So great.
Yeah, definitely a lot less, I can stand longer without my oh my God, my legs hurt or my feet hurt.
For me, it was my thighs rubbing together.
Oh gosh, mine still kind of, well, I haven't really wore a dress yet because it hasn't been cold, but that was the thing. So I don't know how that one is yet. I haven't worn a dress yet. So we'll see about that.
You'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about just, your internal self? What about how you feel about yourself and just...
I definitely feel a lot better about myself. I'm definitely more confident. I don't mind, like, I don't have to use filters on my pictures anymore to try to cover my double chin because I don't have one anymore.
Filter for that?
Well, I mean, the way you angle it and stuff, yeah, kind of makes your face look, slimmer.
Oh.
But now when I take stuff, I'm like, oh my God, like, my face is so skinny. My mom always says to me, she's like, your face is so thin now. She's like, you need to lay off the thick eyelashes. I'm like, no.
You're getting catfish. Okay.
I'm like, no, Mom. But it is weird. It's weird taking selfies of myself now because, like, my face is, like, looks so different.
So different.
Like, so different. I'm like, I look back at all the pictures. Like, I have gym pictures almost every month, and I'm like, wow, like, how fat my face was. Or even old, just random pictures. I'm like, my face was rounded. Now it's like,
So
when I was in size 14, my face was really round too. I show pictures to people of it, of me back then, and they're like, it doesn't even look like you. Same thing with you.
So when you...
Completely different thing. It's funny how it just in your face goes away.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, is when you first started losing weight, what was the first thing you noticed? Because a lot of people get really discouraged by the scale, but they'll notice it either in their face or their clothes, or someone else will notice. What was the first thing for you?
it was probably definitely my clothes. It was someone who told me about my face, so, and I lost it a little bit in my face, but it was definitely the way my clothes were fitting. And now I'm already having to go buy more clothes too. I'm like, oh, I'm not complaining. Like, I've never been a size small before. I'm like, I'm at the gym, like, constantly pulling my pants up now. They just don't stay up.
That's awesome. And then what about your friends and family? what was their kind of reaction to
They were pretty shocked at my results. They're like, yeah, I stuck to it, and it was like, wow, like, they always say how they want to, and
it?
help you now, help you now. Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
And nobody just wants to stick to stuff, though. I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's really hard. It took me 18 years. Yeah, 18 years.
So what do you think? What was it that finally like got you to go? Okay, this time, this Monday, and from now on, no more messing around. No more. What was it that really?
I think it was looking at some pictures of myself, like, not that I didn't take for that, like my mom had taken of me and my brother, and it's like, I didn't see myself looking that big. Because in the mirror, you look different to yourself.
Right, and when you take a picture in the mirror, you like pose a certain
Yeah.
way, or like you said, try to turn a certain way to make your
Your
Women.
angles.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just seeing myself in mirror, I'm like, that's not what I look like, is it? It is what I look like. Or a dressing room mirror tells all the truth. Nothing like your own mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? Or not, I'm just like, oh my God, I don't fit into this anymore. Like, I should fit into this. I don't.
Do you have like a favorite piece of clothing that you were like sad that you couldn't fit in anymore?
No, but I had some stuff when I visited my son in Arizona. I bought some really cute pants, and then I go to put them on. I'm like, oh, these don't even fit because they were too small.
They too big now?
Now, they fit perfectly now.
Awesome.
I do have some stuff. Like I have a favorite dress that's in one. I don't know if it was in the video or not, but it was a yellow dress that I wore all the time, and I'm like, oh, this. I tried it on because I was gonna
I
sell
remember
it.
that picture.
I was like, I'll just try it on, and I'm like, ooh, like it still like went to fit me perfectly. Oh my God, I'm gonna sell it. Because when I wore it, I guess I stretched it out, but it didn't stretch the material out, so I can still wear it now.
Yay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was a cute picture.
is there anything you miss from before?
I don't think so. No, not at all. Like I don't miss because I drank a lot. Like I have not had any desire to drink whatsoever. I mean, I ate a lot of junk food, but I don't miss it at all. Like,
Except for the crumble cookies.
oh my gosh, I don't never give that up. And I actually just discovered that right before I started. I mean, I knew about the place, but I never
We
went
just
there.
discovered it too.
Oh man.
We had a blueberry crumble cake cookie that was
Yeah, I just
But we'll get like a box of 4,
Mhm.
and between the 2 of us, it'll take us 2 or 3 days to get through it.
Yeah.
And if the kids come home and they're vultures and get through
Yeah.
it, then they're gone. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's this is what we talked about on last week's podcast with Jenna, is trusting yourself with food
Yeah.
and knowing that like I can have this food in my house and enjoy a little bit of it, but not feel like I need
Yeah.
to eat all of it all in one
Yeah.
sitting.
And see, I haven't really bought anything other than what I normally buy. Like I think the only thing that I bought extra this time that I started eating was just pretzel sticks. I don't have bought any junk. Like I don't have any desire for like regular cookies or anything. Like
So we can have them in our house and not eat them, but I've said this a couple of times. I do have a problem snacking at night. But it's usually like healthy stuff too.
Mhm.
So, when I'm still like needing all of those calories and protein and
Mhm.
stuff, it's okay. I've taught myself, learned that it's okay to eat it at nighttime.
yeah.
As long as I'm trying to stay in line and not go over calories, which I hardly ever do.
I don't know if you've ever heard of those barbell protein bars.
Mm.
They have them at the gas stations. You see, tastes like a candy bar.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Those really help with my sugar cravings if I'm feeling something. I keep it in my gym bag in case I get hungry too at the gym. They're so good. I actually have it in my jacket pocket.
Awesome. So what would you say to somebody who is kind of in the same place that you were in, where you you need to lose the weight, you want to, and you keep telling yourself, all right, Monday, I'm gonna start on Monday, and then Monday comes, you don't start. The next Monday, okay, Monday, I'm gonna start on Monday. What advice would you give to somebody who is in that?
I would tell them, don't wait till Monday. Start now. Start tomorrow, and just stick to it. Because once you see those results, it's so addicting. Like you don't want to stop.
It's really hard to start when you're depressed and when
Mhm.
you're like just down on yourself and you're like,
Yeah.
man, this is my fault and I got this way and how did I let myself
Yep.
get this way?
Mhm.
And it's hard to start and say,
It
okay,
is.
well, it's over now and we're gonna change this and turn it around.
It's just like if you really want it, you'll do it. If you don't, then you won't. And it got to the point where I really wanted it. Like I'm just like, I was contented 225, but I was like, no, it's not healthy. Like, can't
The
stand
highest
it.
I got was
Yeah.
217.
Were you discouraged at all in the beginning when results weren't coming fast enough? Or
No. No, I mean, I'm sure there was sometimes, like, especially with my arms, that was the thing I wanted to see the results on, like, instantly, and I didn't. So, a little bit, but it didn't discourage me from, like, wanting to quit.
Does anybody out there have any questions?
see if
We can keep
have
talking.
anybody on? Yeah. Make sure
Couple
that
people.
anybody's in the chat. Yeah, I know a lot of times, people will be able to start. They'll be able to, like, okay, I got the gym membership, I went to the store, bought the healthy food, and so now jumping in and starting, but then 1 week, 2 weeks goes by and they don't see really much movement on the scale because the scale fluctuates.
Mhm.
And they look in the mirror and they see the same person that they see every day, and it's discouraging, and they just, well, this isn't working. And it's a marathon, not a sprint. You have to stick to it. You have to keep
Yeah.
going. And I mean, you're definitely proof of that. It took you, almost 2 years
Yeah.
to get that done, but I think what you cultivated in that time is, some habits and lifestyle changes that really not only changed you physically, but mentally and emotionally. You're just a different person, and now you're motivated to keep going.
Yeah.
And to build more and change more and even compete again. So I think that's perfect for anyone who's tuning in or watching the replay. If you're on a fitness journey or weight loss journey and you're getting discouraged because the scale isn't moving, you have to remind yourself it's a marathon, not a sprint. It took time to put the weight on. It's going to take time to get it off.
I've been there where I haven't lost a pound for months. And, I felt like my clothes were fitting tighter because I was gaining muscle. And, now I realize I was working out wrong and I was still eating wrong. But after I kind of quit working out, I started eating better and then did lose weight. So you gauge that by your habits, but like you said, it's important to stay in that mindset.
And there are no magic pills.
There are no magic pills.
Like, I would use hydroxycut, but it only gave me, like, that extra, when I was just so tired, it kind of gave me the little extra boost I needed.
Right. It's just a stimulant.
Yeah.
So, and I get that question a lot. Like, what supplements can I take, or what can I do to really boost results? And if you are wanting to use a supplement, you need to know that it's a supplement, which means it's designed to supplement a good quality nutrition and exercise program. So if you don't have everything else dialed in and on point, and I'm talking your nutrition, your sleep, your water intake, having a good consistent workout routine where you're progressively overloading and increasing the things that you're doing, the supplements really aren't going to do anything for you. And especially sleep, that's a huge one, because if I was going to say, what's the magic pill, fitness and nutrition industry doesn't want anybody to say this, but it's true, is really sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep is huge for muscle recovery, for fat loss. When you're sleep deprived, your body holds on to extra fat because of the spikes in cortisol.
So word of advice there, if you're going to work out at night and you have a problem with caffeine, you probably should not take pre-workout beforehand.
Unless
Me, on the other hand, like, I can have caffeine any time of the day and still, like, sleep like a rock. So,
but if you do have that sensitivity to caffeine, EPN has an amazing pre-workout that's non-stim. There's no caffeine in it, but it has the NO, so you still get the pump. It still gives you that natural energy without the stimulant, so it's not going to keep you up. Good stuff.
I didn't know that. You know what flavors that comes in?
I think they have Bomb Pop. They have gummy worm, sour gummy worm. They have sweet tarts. They have the peach rings, I think it is. Yeah, just off the chain flavors.
It's amazing all the flavors they have. No cotton candy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
They do have a cotton candy one. I think they have the cotton candy also in the BCAAs.
Mm.
And she takes the BCAAs a lot just to help with muscle recovery,
Mhm.
just so you're less sore and optimizes muscle
Yeah,
recovery.
I think I put it in my drink during my workout. Sometimes I'll put it in. Well, when I was training, I would put it in my water. I do throughout the day.
Yeah.
Just sip on it throughout the day.
Yeah,
I
I
need that flavor.
usually I drink BCAAs while I'm working out.
Mhm.
A little bit before, a
A
little
little
bit after.
during, a little after, yeah.
Yeah, well, some of the workouts, there's no breaks, you're just bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Bam. So sometimes I drink a little bit before, a little bit after.
So what's next for the Duke City Mermaid?
Well, I'm currently enrolled in the ISSA personal training program, so I'm working on that.
Awesome.
Because I like to eventually get into the competition training aspect where I'm training the girls for the competition. That's my main goal, but that's not my first goal. I just want to get it done and just, I like to have my own, probably online business.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in person. I haven't really quite decided though. I've just still been
Okay.
trying to figure it all out.
So
Should talk
looking
to Casey about that.
towards being personal trainer,
Mhm.
potentially having
And a
your own
nutritionist,
online
yeah.
business, nutrition. Awesome.
Yeah.
And what are you looking to do in terms of the next competition?
Probably the same price of the wellness maybe. Because there's another OCB one. In July. I really haven't looked into the other competitions other than the OCB, so I'm not really sure all what's out there yet.
You think you'd ever travel and go out of
Oh,
state
yeah.
and do one? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna do one there's one in Phoenix, but it's in June, but it's just a few weekends after my son's graduation. Competing is expensive.
Mm-hmm. Definitely is.
So I'm debating on the July one. If not, it'll probably be more like November, December when I do it next. But I still want to do one more this year.
One more this year. Awesome.
Yeah.
We will definitely support you on that.
Yeah, if it's in town.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
I think we're going to try to get Austin to compete in one.
You'd be surprised, buddy.
All right. Well, where can people find you?
Instagram is the easiest place. Duke City Mermaid.
Duke City Mermaid on Instagram, and the link to her link tree is in the description. And what do you have on there? What can people expect to see if they check out the Duke City Mermaid fitness?
Right now, mostly my fitness transformation. I've got some transformation videos on the TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a Twitter up there, but I don't post on it, so I don't even bother going to my Twitter. And I'm not really sure what else is on there. Growwear, the leggings that I have on. It's a company that's next door to my gym I go to. They got some pretty cool fitness apparel.
Right on, right on. Very cool. Well,
Maybe some of that.
Yeah.
yeah. So again, if you want to check out some of Desiree's stuff, check out the link in the description. Duke City Mermaid on Instagram. If you're looking to get some good supplements, good flavors, quality products, hit up the link in the description for EPN Supplements. Get 10% off. As always, you can find me, Casey Dark Fit, on TikTok and Instagram, and just Casey Dark with the E at the end for some reason on Facebook.
That's a long story. Well, it's not a long story. It's a short story. But they didn't believe that Dark was our name, and people choose all kinds of names on Facebook, but they would not let us put the regular Dark. So we had to add an E in order for them to believe that that was our last name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, Meta, get with the program. And then if you're looking to get started with your fitness journey, or you just have some questions, or you just want to kind of figure out if maybe you're doing some stuff and you want to know if you're doing the right stuff, or you want to kind of get some nutrition advice, please book a call with me. Use the link in the description or the link in my bio on any of my socials. Book a call with me. I'll be happy to do a free consultation with you and kind of run through the things that you're doing and give you some helpful tips or guides. Definitely want to help anyone out that I can. Whether you're looking to compete, whether you're just a busy mom or dad trying to get fit, whatever the case, we're here for you and we want to help out. So thanks for joining the live stream today, and
Thank you, Desiree.
yeah,
Thank you
thanks
for
to
having
our
me.
special guest, the Duke City Mermaid, And we will catch you guys next time.